Hey first grade, it's Miss Green. This week in lesson 32 of math, we are still comparing lengths. Let me remind you that to compare something, it means you're going to decide if the amounts or sizes are greater than, less than, or equal to. Last week we used different vocabulary words like shorter than, longer than, taller than, and length, the distance from one point to another. You'll remember that I had my Sharpie, and from this point to this point is the length of that Sharpie. I have three different things on the board here. I drew a black line because this is the starting point for each one of my objects. I have a yellow crayon, a pink piece of tape, and then this is just a clothespin. It has a magnet on the back. I'm going to compare all three of these things. Now, I put a clothespin. This is going to be a diagram in just a second. A clothespin, and I put pink string, but this is pink tape, pink string, and then my yellow crayon. Now, I'm going to compare all three of these. If I'm just going to look at it and talk about what I see, my yellow crayon is longer than my pink string. I can see that the shortest thing on here would be the clothespin. The pink is longer than my clothespin, but the pink is shorter than the crayon here. So there's lots of things happening. My crayon is longer than my clothespins. There's lots of different things happening and ways that I can compare these three items. But if you wanted to try to use a diagram to maybe understand it a little better and to try to answer some of your questions you're going to have a little better, you could do this. I have three different circles here, and I put all three of my items, a clothespin, the pink string, and the yellow crayon in there. Now, I know that my clothespin, if I'm comparing these two, my clothespin is shorter. My clothespin is shorter than the pink string. Wouldn't you agree? Yes, it is. It's shorter. My clothespin is shorter than my pink string. Now, look at the pink string, and if I'm comparing my pink string and my yellow crayon, it's also shorter than. So my pink string is going to also be shorter than the yellow crayon. So now let's take a look and let's compare the clothespin to the yellow crayon. That way we're comparing all of them together. My clothespin, so if I start back at my clothespin is going to be shorter than the yellow crayon. Now this would kind of help you organize your thoughts in your mind when you are comparing more than two objects.